Boom, just like that. We're live once again. It's a Monday. Oh my gosh. If you're like me, then you go all in on Mondays. Or maybe you take it easy. I don't know. I try to take it easy on the weekends. What is it? What is it that you do? You try to go all in or try to take it easy? Because I don't know. Well, I guess it depends on the schedule. And in the case, it's Monday, and it's been a long day already for me. So tired. But it's that time of the day on a Monday. It's the time of the day of Mondays. It's the evening time. So I'm always happy that we get this time to draw together. So welcome everyone to tonight's live stream. My name is DTM, Delta Tango Mike. You can find me anywhere on the internet right there, Delta Tango Mike. And in those two logos over here, one of them is Vector Maestros, and that is the name I have set up for Vector Artists. And you can join the Vector Maestros group here on Behance by subscribing to my Vector Art streams and so on. And then the other logo, which I'm going to revamp. I'm trying to find a way to revamp this logo. And I think I got it. I'm not sure. Not there yet. In any case, that's the sketching and drawing Discord, and that includes all of you hanging out with me week after week, day after day. Already in the Discord, we have Bree, CJ, Danette, Odari, and Gareth. Gareth already sporting the avatar that Odari's been working on. That is so cool. You know, Odari's like a machine. He's a machine. And nonstop, drawing nonstop, which I like. I like that. Let's see. And everybody already joining us on the Behance. Let me see. Come on, wire. Move this wire eventually. Yeah. Already joining us in the Behance. Let's see. What do we got here? CJ, Bastian. How you doing? Garrett, Danette, Odari, SLP, Price. Boom, boom, y'all. What up, what up, what up? And then Bliss Art hanging out with us. What is that KRS One song? I'm gonna look it up next time so I can kind of rhyme it with all of y'all names. In any case, like I said, I am DTM. Today is Monday. On Mondays, we draw with Sketchable app. And just to remind us, what are we here to do today? Let's go ahead and play this little, the Android version of Bree. Let me see, where is it? Boom. Go, Bree.
What are we gonna do today, Dad? We're gonna take over the world, one drawing at a time. Back to you, Dad.
Yeah. That's right. I like that. That's really cool. Who else has a intro like that, right? The music intro is by that you hear when I first get started is by Tom LaRock. The intro video is by D78, and this Taking Over the World One Drawing at a Time is by SLP Price 422. Go ahead and check out SLP Price, the Behance page. Okay, so yes, we're here to take over the world one drawing at a time, and I'm waiting on this computer. There's a computer right here. You can't see it. Let me see. It's right here. Waiting this for computer to restart. I messed around and was on the street all day. Came home 30 minutes before it was time to go live. I turned on these computers, and this one's like, "Yeah, let's go ahead and restart." Dan, I'm like, "Well, okay, as long as you don't take a long time." And it's still working. It's still working its way. It says, please wait. Okay, so we're going to wait on that in 1 second. Meanwhile, I am going to talk to you about something that's very important. There it goes. It's coming. Something is very important. And I've been I've been thinking about this for a while. And I think about this all the time, actually. But I've been looking at some of the posts that artists make on Facebook, on Reddit, on Twitter. And so today's agenda is what can you do with an NFT art that you own. We're also going to draw with Sketchable on this Lenovo A940. Draw your name on a train templates with any app, and there's a link so you can download the trains. Free stickers and March. Join the community email by clicking through that link, adding your information to that link, and we'll prepare some stickers to send out for everyone. Let me see. Boom, boom. Last week I received my stickers from Sticker Mule. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this. Let's see. There we go. There goes one right there. Yep, yep. There it is. Thank you, camera. You're doing a good job. And then there's more right there, and more right there. So it's all on one sticker sheet. So I might have to end up cutting it because it's not going to fit in the envelope like this. But I will be sending out some stickers for free for those of you who add your name to the community email. And basically what happens is, and if you want your POAP, go ahead and send me a message, which I kind of messed up because I did not submit the form until right before I went live. So I'll get the POAPs eventually and I'll get it to you. But so what happens is, so two things about this community email. One of them is related to that Dream Big 2022. That's going to be my hashtag. I'm sticking with this one right now. This is it. I got to. But the community email is because a couple weeks ago, Discord was down 2 days in a row. There's reports that because of the conflict and invasion of Russia into Ukraine, that there's been a lot of services that have been cut off to the Russian population, civilization, that have nothing to do with the war or the war machine. But the sanctions are keeping the general population from certain services and apps like Instagram. So if for those of who are Instagram influencers and depend on Instagram to do their influencing, they're locked out of Instagram right now. And so those are some. So without going too much into those details, the point is that those are some of the things you have to think about when you're using these free online services like Behance and Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Discord, all of that. Is that we don't own them. We don't have the off and on switch handy for us. When the switch goes off, it goes off. When the fad changes and the trend goes in a different direction, then it just changes. MySpace was hot at one time, right? That was the hottest space on the internet. Everybody's friend was Tom, not Tom LaRock, but Tom from MySpace. And so things change, so you have to remember that you don't have any ownership for your presence online through any of these services. And so the community email is so that we can find a way to stay in touch, connect with each other, no matter what happens to whatever we are meeting and hanging out at. And so in order to push everyone to at least share, and there are curators and in the Discord, and I'm gonna as time goes on, there's time to select more people to become curators. Is that this is not about me. This is not my list that I get to have. This is not about the Discord and the way we interact with each other. It's not about me. It's not I'm not here to sell anything. I'm not here to promote myself. It's about community. It's about learning. It's about creativity. It's about expressing your creativity. It's about building your skills and talents so that you can be the artist that you want to be. And so that's going to continue to evolve in how we stay in touch and communicate with each other. So I'm making a push for the community email, and that's what that link is about. So go ahead and check it out. Now, what does the Dream Big, how does that fall into this email thing and what's going on in the world is that I keep seeing posts by artists and different there it is, there it goes, come on, in different networks and platforms, and there's constantly this idea that, well, it's two ideas. One is that when I become an artist, a working artist, that my problems are gonna go away and I'll solve all my problems, and that's not true. And two is that underpricing ourselves as an artist, it's going to allow us to succeed as an artist. And that's not true either. And when I mean by underpricing ourselves, I see people quoting these very low, cheap prices for work, for art, for commissions. And it's like, how is that gonna affect anything you do in your life, in your budget, by charging that little bit of money? And now there are people working from different parts of the world, and so the US dollar has a different value wherever you may be in the world. And that's cool, I get it. But overall, as an art community, we have to set the standard at a particular level. And this goes along with anyone working in any industry, in that you want to get paid what you're worth. You want to get paid a number that values you as a creative person, as a person with value, that you provide value with your time or your knowledge, expertise, or something. And so, in order for any individual to grow and succeed as a creative person, as an artist, we all have to grow together. The community has to grow together. One conversation recently, and this happens all the time, is that okay, so the price is too low, or the situation is not right, and so I bow. I said, well, thank you, I'm sorry, we can't work together. And then the next question is, well, do you recommend someone? And if I don't want to work with somebody, I am not going to pass that connection onto someone I know, and then have that next person have a bad experience with a client, and I'm the one who sent them or referred them. Like, no. If the conditions are not right for me to deal with the client, then they're not right for any artist. And sometimes people think it's okay people, potential clients and folks who are looking for artists, think it's okay because to underpay somebody because they're young, they're inexperienced, they're emerging artists, they live at home, they're still in school. Like, none of those are reasons to underpay anyone. Zero. No, you should pay for the art, especially when these potential clients are dreamers. Here goes the dream bag. They're dreamers about their business. Oh no, this NFT series is gonna blow up. We're gonna make millions. Okay, well, if you plan on making millions, you need to spend the thousands, not the tens, not the hundreds, but the thousands that I require for this artwork. And that's where Dream Big comes in. It's hard to say no to a few $100 when you can use that money and your bills and your budget and so on. So it's hard to say no to that. I understand. Sometimes you have to make choices, and I've done it in the past. And but as time goes on, you're gonna have to hold out and say, "Nah, I can't do that job for those hundreds. It's gonna be thousands." You have to start dreaming big, and maybe that person that you're talking to is not your client. That's not the one who's gonna be the client. The client for you. That may not be the project for you, and so you have to think about a couple of things to dream big and how to apply it to your art career. Number one is, what is the budget I need to earn per month, per week, per day to be able to afford the life I want? What is the industry that I'm in? What are those pay rates in that industry? And who is paying the price that I need to be able to earn the money to live the life that I want to live? And so there are all types of different art industries. There's all types of different art projects you can be involved in. And you have to find what the kind of projects that you want to work in, and what are the companies involved in that type of projects, and what are the rates. And then go after them, because your budget, it has to match your budget. The work you put in has to match your budget. So if you're doing $10 drawings because your client is everyday people, okay, cool. Let's think about that for a second. So you do $10 drawings. It don't mean nothing to knock out $10 drawings in 10 minutes. Okay, cool. But your monthly budget is $3,000. Let's pretend $3,000 is good. My budget is much more than that, but that's okay. Let's keep it simple. $3,000. So for $3,000, you can pay all your bills. But at $10 a drawing, you need 10 drawings is $100. So 100 drawings is $1,000. So 300 drawings in a month. $300 drawings at $10 each per month to pay your bills. That's a lot of drawings. But wait, what if you charge $50 a drawing? Then you need 20. That's 60 drawings at $50 to earn $3,000. That's month after month. And maybe that's possible because you're a fast artist and maybe you're just doing some sketches or whatever. But the thing is that you also have to keep looking for those clients. Right? $10 clients come along. Everybody got $10. I spent $10 on a Pokemon plushie for my grandson today. Like, all right, I spent $10. But if it was $50, I'm like, I don't know. I tell my grandson, like, I don't know, you already got a lot of Pokemons. So maybe not that one. So now you have to keep looking for clients, right? More and more clients. You have to keep spreading the word. I'll do $50 drawings. But it's a little extra effort. But wait, what if you were charging $100 a drawing or $500 a drawing? Let's say $500 for a drawing, $500, and your monthly budget is $3,000. So that you have to earn $3,000 a month. So that's 6 drawings at $500. Boom. Whoa. So all you need is 6 clients, or a client who needs 6 drawings, or several clients who need several drawings a month, every month. This is that mindset you have to have, which is what we call dream big. And the first thing you're going to say, because I had the same questions, like, what do you mean, Dan? Who are these people that will pay $500 for a drawing? They are out there. I'm charging $2,500 for a drawing. There's people out there. They'll pay it because they know they need it. They know that your art is valuable because you're professional. You have a great presence. Your art is presentable, and you've been proven to be able to knock out that work, which is a whole lot of things that you have to do to get to that point, for the client to feel comfortable just handing you a ton of money. But that's the point about dreaming big. We have to start dreaming big, because the longer we go for taking $10 for a drawing, the easier it is for a potential client to say, nah, Dan, you want too much money. I know somebody who'll do it for $10. Okay. But they're not going to get what I do. Okay, this happened in real life. I worked on a series of posters for a burger joint. And if you look through my portfolio, you'll see it. The burger joint. And so they hired me to do one poster because they were hiring several artists to do work on different posters. So they hired me for one poster. And while I was still working on the design for that one poster, they hit me back and said, hey, Dan, we need help real fast because we just dropped the artist and we need that poster right away. So pause your poster and work on this other poster. And like, oh, let me look at it. What happened? And so that was, I think that was not the veggie burger. It was the veggie burger. I forgot now. I forget. Anyways, I did 2 posters. And so I said, well, let me see what they did. Let me see what that artist did. No, you don't want to see that because it doesn't matter. We're not going in that direction. I need you to draw it brand new. And so I go ahead. We went back and forth. Eventually, they sent me a picture of what this other artist had done. And the other artist had just drawn a little chicken and a little cow, and that was it. That was their drawing. It wasn't a poster design. It wasn't a layout. It wasn't a composition. It wasn't even a sketch. It was just a drawing. Like, what are we going to do with that? and I had a point, and which is why I was telling you the story. In any case, um, oh yeah. And so this artist, jumped out, got involved, but couldn't produce. And so, of course, they knew me. The people in charge of the marketing, they knew me, and they're like, "Well, let's get Dan to do it because he knocks it out." But I no telling what that other artist was charging, no telling what that other artist was going to do and what they plan to do. But the one thing we do know is this: that clients, they're going to want to work with people who they can trust, and the job's going to get done. But they're also going to try to find ways to make it cheap. And so when we allow ourselves to get underpaid, some artists get charged little because they don't know, and they're just going to try and see what happens. And that's how that chicken and cow drawing came around, because that artist probably did not have the experience of working on projects like, here's the sketch, here's the composition, let's do the work. but that's this is a good agency. That was a good burger joint, and I know some of the people, so I believe they're working in good faith. But they saw something in this artist, and it might have been just the price, and then the artist couldn't do the job, but they were willing to work with the artist probably because of the price. And so we have to, all of us, all artists, everybody who's watching, everybody who's listening, we have to find what is that rate that we're all willing to work for. And this is, it's a real thing. We have to look at this as a real thing. Just kind of, and I've never been a server. And I actually applied to be a server one time, long time ago. And I didn't understand what that was anyways. So I didn't get the job. But, like people who serve food at a restaurant, and they get paid $2 an hour plus tips. Like, I wish there was a way for all of them to one day say, nah, we're not working unless you give us $15 an hour, unless you paid $15 an hour. If you pay $20 an hour, depending on the restaurant, right? The Ruth Christie's and what is the other one? A nice one. Fogo de Chao, good, nice. Those are big steak restaurants. In any case, versus Los Hermanos, where I go to a lot. I go eat there a lot. Anyways, I'm sure there's going to be a different rate of pay for a server. But as long as the servers continue to take those $2 an hour jobs and work for tips, restaurants will continue to say, well, that's how things are done. And as artists, as long as we continue to take the $10 projects, clients will continue to say, well, that's how things are done. And so we have to start dreaming big. We have to dream big. Dream big about what you want for your future. Dream big about what you want to get paid. Dream big about the projects you want to work on. Dream big about the life you want to live based on the income that you're earning, based on the projects that you're working on, based on the art that makes you happy. That stuff can happen. It's real. It's real. I've done lots of jobs in my life that were not about joy. They were about getting paid. And the most I ever got paid at any job was $8 an hour. I thought I was rich. That was over 20 years ago. I worked at a steel company. And my arms were like Popeye. In any case, we... We want to not just do the work, the artwork or anything, or the job, because it pays us to be able to pay enough to, or some money to pay the rent. We want to do the job that we're passionate about. I'm passionate about drawing. I'm not passionate about working at a steel company. I'm not passionate about working landscaping. I've done that. I'm not passionate about what else have I done in my life? I drove a forklift. I've loaded and unloaded trucks. I've been a cook. I've been a fry cook. I've been a prep cook. I've worked in different kitchens many times. catering kitchens, Mexican kitchens. I worked at Taco Bell. There's nothing wrong with any of those jobs if that's the thing you like. I don't like that. I don't want to do that. I don't want that. I want to be able to be happy to draw the things I like to draw and get paid when I want to get paid so I can live the life that I want to live, enjoy the things in life, enjoy my family, travel, work on cool projects. All of that stuff can happen. It can happen, but you have to start dreaming big. That's the big part. You have to daydream. Sit around and just wondering like, what would my life be like if I was working on a project I like, drawing the things that I want to draw? What would it be like? What would that look like? I don't know. That's your job. All right, let me respond to Tamika. In Kids Lit, it took authors and illustrators to say they would share their rates on Twitter to make their rates known for equity and fair pay. Yes. And that's what we have to do. And, we have to do that ourselves too. Illustrators, artists, creatives, designers, all of us here on Behance, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching this right now. And I forgot to turn on my Facebook thing. We have to start communicating and working together so that we can get paid what we deserve to get paid. And what's crazy is that the saying goes, you don't get paid what you deserve to get paid. You get paid what you negotiate. And if you don't know how to negotiate, you don't know what you're worth, you don't know what the industry is willing to pay, and you don't have a bit of leverage to put yourself in that position where they have to have you, they need you, the client wants you, then you're not going to be able to negotiate well and not going to get paid good money. You're going to get paid what you deserve. Yeah, and that's a relative term. Client may say you deserve one rate, you say you deserve another rate. I get paid what I negotiate. And so what do we do, Dan, about this? There's 3 things we need to do, and I have a whole little long conversation about that. But number 1 is, and where's my phone? Because I wrote down a note there. Where are your phone? Oh, sorry. Number 1 is research, right? So you're here, you're listening, you're watching, and we're here to talk about art. And I'm about to turn on my other camera, so that's cool. But we're here to talk about art, right? And that's cool. So but along the way, we talk about the business of art. And you need to get involved in those conversations or listen to those conversations where they're talking about the business of art. Chris Doe talks about the business of art. I can't say I listened to anyone else who's talked about the business of art on the internet. No. I have my own personal mentors whom I've known for years. We talk about the business of art. As a matter of fact, I did have a guest a few weeks ago here on a Monday, and it was Mr. Soul. So go back on Behance and check out the video where we had a discussion with Mr. Soul, and he talks about the business of art. There's a few people. You need to find the people who talk about the business of art. And one thing that stood out to me from Chris Doe one time, he's always talking about his projects and how much he charged and negotiating, right? And so 2 things in that. One time he brought on and interviewed a designer who was there working on a project for his company, and he brought her on to talk for a second. And during the conversation, he found out she gets paid $100 an hour. And so $100 an hour. Okay. All right. Somebody out there is getting paid $100 an hour. So during the conversation, like, ooh, you're costing me money. So, okay, we got enough info. Thank you for the conversation. Get back to work. Right. Cause she's getting paid by Chris Doe $100 an hour. What's crazy is that, she had an agent who got her the job or the contract to work with Chris Doe. So the agent was making $200 out of that $800 a day. And so the designer was still getting $600. Imagine making $600 a day, even still that, right? 5 days a week, that's $3,000. Oh my God. That's crazy. All right. That's good. And so when I saw that interview, or I was like, and I used to watch a lot of Chris Do. Go to YouTube, type in Chris Do, and there's a ton of videos where he discusses the business. Just start watching. And so I was like, dang, I need a dream bigger. I'm getting paid what I get paid, but I need to dream bigger, man. I want hundreds of dollars a day. Then I was watching another video, Chris Do, and he was talking to another designer from another country who was making PowerPoint presentations. This designer was charging $10,000 per PowerPoint presentation. You guys know what a PowerPoint presentation is? Does anybody out there know? If you know, say, I know what PowerPoint is, Dan, on the chat. Go ahead and put it on the chat if you know, so that I'm not sitting here talking to myself. And I've done PowerPoint presentations as a designer. And I've charged hundreds of dollars for my presentations, and because it's for business, business to business, B2B. And some people complain about the rate, right? And I'm like, yeah, but you're about to go ask for $1 million with this presentation. Like, this presentation, it's got to be right, because you're about to go use this as a pitch for something else. Who does not know PPP, says RB, and Bliss Art says, I could be getting big paid for my PowerPoint skills. Yes. Tamika says, I'm getting underpaid on my PowerPoints. That's right. Listen, there's a video out there. Go look at it. Okay. I mean, this is dreaming big. That's what dreaming big means. Finding the client who says, oh yeah, Tamika, I need a presentation. How much is it going to be? Tamika says it's only $15,000. I need a $10,000 deposit, and you'll have your PowerPoint presentation ready in 2 weeks, and then I need the balance. Well, what? And then the client said, no problem. Here's the check. Bam. That's dreaming big, right? Okay. So that's not even the point of my second point here. Putting PPPs together is work, especially the longer ones. Correct. But and when you have to do custom stuff, correct. That's true. The best PowerPoint presentations are short and have the least amount of content because they have bigger impact, right? Let me tell you something. Let me get to the point of that story. So he's having this conversation with this designer. And then, so now this designer said, yeah, I charge $10,000. And he's like, well, take us through one of your presentations. How do you put it together? What do you do? What do these $10,000 presentations look like? And let me tell you, I'm not knocking the artist, the designer. She did her job. She found the clients who paid $10,000. Okay. But those PowerPoint presentations, I've done better. And I'm not even good at it because I've done lots of design. I'm a Photoshop, Illustrator designer, and so using PowerPoint is it's a little tricky, but that's what they need. That's what people want. That's what they're asking for. And these PowerPoint presentations were very simple, so simple. Oh my! But that's not the point. All right, here's the point. That's what it was worth to them. Correct, Bliss Art. That's right. Chris, though, said, let me tell you about my dream. And so he starts to share his dream. And he said this before. He said, Chris, though, said he wants to get to a point where he charges $10,000 a day just for his time, just for consulting. That's it. You got some questions? You want to talk to me? Cool, it's $10,000. I'm pretty sure that's what he's charging now. He says, I want to make $10,000 in one day. As many days as I want. And when he said that, and I don't make that much. And I never thought I'd make what I'm making now. But so I'm sitting there thinking, like, that's crazy, man. Like, who are we talking about? Who is coming around handing you $10,000? But if he has that dream and he believes he can make it, and he is a human being person just like me and you, then that means that I can dream that too. So I went from saying I just want to get paid to do art to I want to get paid tens of dollars to do art to I want to get paid hundreds of dollars to do art. Now I'm saying I want to get paid thousands of dollars to do art. And I have a very particular rate that when people reach out to me, damn, I'm putting it out there. $25,000 minimum, $25,000 minimum, $25,000 minimum. I'm dreaming big. And when I was charging, when I started charging $1,500 for an illustration, I was surprised they said okay. I was like, what? They did try to haggle, like, damn, can we get a break? Like, listen, you're asking for what you're asking for. I had to charge you. And so they roll with it. And so we're still working. But then I went to $2,500. And the person said, yes, it's a whole different client. I was like, what? Huh? Like there were many times where people said, no, thanks. Many times when I said 2,500 and then people just ghost you. But I knew that one day I'd get there. I knew that one day I would actually talk to someone who saw the value in my work, who saw the value in my portfolio, and said, you got it, Dan. No problem. I got you. Yes, I love the yes to big numbers. That's right. Big money. That's right. I'm getting $75 per hour for consulting at the university, says Garrett. Big money. Big money. And listen, you're going to get a lot of no's, a lot of ghosting, and that's okay. But you have to dream big, and then you have to start putting it into place. And people are going to say, no thanks, Dan. One time, I quoted a price, and it was super cheap because it was years ago. And this was for a law firm. And they called me. They said, yeah, such and such lawyers, blah, blah, blah. We want to talk to you about a logo. I said, cool. Let's talk about it. We talked for 2 seconds, and then I told them my price. I think it was like $350. That was a long time ago. And or $450. I don't know. I forgot now. And so they got irate. As soon as I said the number, they were irate. Oh, that's too much. You're crazy. There's something wrong with you. Hung up on me. I'm like, what? But lawyers, they charge $350. I know my attorney did. $350 an hour. So that's like an hour of your work for 10, 15 hours of my work. What are you talking about? So you're going to get a lot of no's along the way. But as time goes on, you're going to get to that yes. You keep, and that's when that dream you have of yourself, the dream you have of your career, the dream you have of your rates will come true. And bam, and then you'll get that yes, and you're like, whoa, I can pay all my bills this week. Whoa. And then you get the next yes, and you're like, whoa, I can go ahead and get my Amazon checkout.
Then you're like, I can get some fresh squeezed orange juice finally.
Yeah. I can buy fresh stuff. I can go to, instead of going to Walmart, nothing wrong with Walmart, but instead of finding fruit at Walmart, I go to Sprouts. Get me some. I go to the farmer's market and get me some fresh stuff.
Some expensive iceberg lettuce.
Start doing that romaine. Get that romaine. And like Blizzard says, doing the work, you can't just dream and don't do it. You have to do it. You have to dream it and then start doing the work. Okay, here's the last thing I'm going to say about dreaming big, because I finally got this computer working. And so, there's two major things. No, but
you're talking about dreaming big?
That's right. We're talking about dreaming big.
Those are the last 2 words I say to my daughter every night I put her to sleep. I whisper, dream big to her.
Mm-hmm. Yes. There you go. Yeah. Let that subconscious work. And then the next day, you don't know. You just have the extra confidence. Dream big, homie, says Tamika. Thank you. All right, so last 2 stories, because I keep coming up with stuff. So, you know, I was watching Chris Do for several years. And Chris Do says he wants to be rich. He wants to get paid a lot of money for doing what he do. And I'm like, where are these clients, Chris? Where are these clients you're talking about? Who's going to pay $10,000? Who's going to pay thousands of dollars? Where do you run into them? And so one day, and this is why you have to sit there and dream and while you're awake. What do you call that?
Project it.
Huh?
You got to put it out in the universe.
Yes, you do, but you have to
You got to envision it.
Visualize. That's right. You visualize, and but it's called. I have a name for it. Meditate. That's good, Tamika. Damn. When you daydream, it's daydreaming. You daydream on purpose. And so I was sitting around thinking and daydreaming, thinking like, what am wrong with me? Why is it my portfolio's good, my art is good? You know, where are these clients that are gonna magically appear? Where they at? And I sat down and I said, well, let me have a pretend conversation with Chris though. I had a pretend conversation. And I pretended in my own mind, I was daydreaming in my own mind about me and
Christo. Your answers.
Mm-hmm. Right. I was, and so I was in my mind. I was having a conversation with Christo, and I've heard Christo speak so many times already. I already know what he's gonna say.
You can hear the words, or you know exactly what he'll say as clear as day.
That's right.
So you're like, let me play through this. Let me work through this combo.
That's correct. Let me role play this out, because I already know how he talks and what he says. Correct, Tom. I already know what he's gonna say, but it's not connecting right now. So let me go ahead and ask the question that sounds dumb, and then I'm gonna hear the answer the way Chris Do answers it, which is really smart and a little bit rude. And then I'm gonna ask another question, and then I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the point. So I'm sitting there, saying, Chris, man, I don't know what's going on. Help me. What am I supposed to be doing here? What's happening? And so I go through the conversation, and he's asking, well, what do you want? Well, I want high-paying clients. Well, what do you want to do for these high-paying clients? I want to do drawings. And okay, well, what kind of high-paying clients want the drawings that you want to do? Now we're starting to identify the market. Like, oh. And I want you to look. So now Chris is talking and saying, well, look for what these high-paying clients look like. Where are they online? And look for the artists that they're hiring online. Find those artists. And once you find those artists, I want you to compare your portfolio with those artists' portfolio and tell me what you see. And I was like, dang, I get it. And I was just talking to myself. But I was meditating. I was daydreaming a conversation between me and Chris though. And I said, I get it, Chris. You're saying my portfolio is busted. And that's the day I elevated my work. That's right, Tamika. I leveled up Bliss Art. I went hard on my portfolio. I went hard. I said, okay, let's take out all the things that look junky, all the things that look half-assed. Let's take out all the stuff that does not have a resolution. And let's focus on having art that solves problems, looks good, and mock it up. And that's not
what percent of the projects made the cut?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying what percent made it?
About 25% of my projects. Yeah. 25% of my projects made it, but then I also cleaned them up and tightened them up. And then 75% of it got rid of. I went through my websites. I got rid of a ton of work. Just because I've been a working artist for 20 years doesn't mean you have to see my 20-year career artwork. I only want to show the best.
Put your best foot forward nowadays, right?
That's it. And I said, I need to go hard on this because I am dreaming big and getting paid big money. And Chris, though, he don't know I had this conversation with him in my mind. But he says these things all the time in a lot of his recordings and videos that it just makes sense. Like, wow, that's the part that I'm missing. That's the part that I need to act on. And so that's what dreaming big is about. It's about daydreaming. It's about problem solving to get to that place that you see, that you have a vision for yourself. You have a vision. And I'm about to start drawing. Let me tell you about the last vision I have. And so for many years I was teaching in person, teaching Illustrator and Photoshop. And so there's a moment in all my classes where you have to introduce yourself, talk about yourself, say, and basically what I'm trying to figure out during those introductions, because we're about to spend all day together, is like who they are, where they work at, what they do, and why they're here, so that once I know enough about them, I can tailor the class to fit. I don't want to talk about Illustrator in terms of things that they don't understand. I want to kind of, bring it in so they can get something out of the class. And so when it was my turn to introduce myself, I would always say, I'm an artist. I like to draw. I just want to draw all day, every day. I used to tell them, it is my dream that one day I will have a warehouse where it has an overhead door, and every now and then a pallet on a forklift will come in, a pallet of paper will come in and get dropped, and then a pallet of pencils, and people leave me alone, and I sit there and draw all day. And every now and then somebody feeds me. And people will laugh, maybe because they're being nice, or maybe because of the way I would tell the story. And then years later, I'm sitting in my office in my warehouse, and I remember the story. And I was like, oh snap. This is my warehouse. It had an overhead door. I had a warehouse that had an office, and in that office I had my computers and desks and so on. And in the warehouse I had my paints and ladders and scaffolding for my murals when I work on murals and paints and so on. And of course I have sponsors, and I have paper, I have markers. Like, whoa. Except for the pallets, I do have the space that I said I wanted for myself to do what I want to do. You have to start visualizing, daydreaming this space, this place, this everyday existence that involves art, that involves you getting paid, what you negotiate, you paying off all your bills with this artwork, passionate artwork that you make for a project that you want to work in, living the life defined by what success means to you. Whew. All right, I'm sorry. I was talking a lot today. That's what dream big is. You have to start dreaming big. And we're going to get into the rest here. Let me see if I can. I kind of want my little picture that I just drew. So I'm going to put myself right there. What if I do that? Would that be okay?
Can we get those Can we get the Art Life gold rings across one of those trains?
Oh, that'll be cool, huh? All right, Tom. Cool. Oh my God. Okay, let's do that. All right. That's good, because I was gonna do something with art, some kind of art today. Thank you everybody for their comments and feedback on the chat. Let me know. I'm not just sitting here talking to myself. Oh, this is the wrong pen. But yes, you must dream big, and you start working on the projects and the pay rate that you want to get paid, that you deserve, that you negotiate. While moving along with that is on my agenda is what can you do with the NFT art you own? Oh, Bliss Art, thanks for the pep talk. You are very welcome. Thank you for responding. And anybody who has any questions about any of the stuff that I just talked about, just go ahead and say something. Because this goes along with everything that I've been doing is my art in total. So I'm gonna use this one. Let's go with what Tom said.
Arte de todo.
Arte de todo. Let me see. Come on, pen. Oh no, come on. Right? Right, come on. Working? Working? Are you working? I've been working on a lot of different art, and to me, even when I make the art into NFT, that's not where the art ends. There's no end to this art. And okay, there goes the pen. The pen is working. Let me go ahead and start Sketchable. Else it started. And so you just notice in one of the trains I have the Azteca Moderno. I have the stickers for Azteca Moderno. That Azteca Moderno piece is on a wall here in Atlanta. That Azteca Moderno artwork started on Adobe Fresco. I finished it in Illustrator, and it exists in many other ways. And there it goes. It's right here. Let me see. What's something? Oh, I see. There it is. Okay, cool. And so there it is. It's right there, right? You see it right here. And so your art can go many places, many directions. And just like, and I'm glad Tom suggested this, because this drawing that you see right here, you know, I drew it. I had the idea. I started sketching it last week. I finished it over the weekend. And so I'm gonna mint it. But that's just not where it lives. It's gonna live in many other ways, in many other places. And so your art, you should look at your art as a something that's gonna live somewhere else. I just finished working on some. Let me see if I can get this. Okay, yeah, on some thumbnails, and we can hear you, Tom. Are you okay? Okay, all right. Make sure he's all right. And I finished some thumbnails for my children's book. So I've been working on a children's book story. I worked on the story. I worked on some thumbnails. I reworked the story and so on. You know, that art, it starts on the screen somewhere. Starts as an idea, and I want to see it realized in the physical world. And so you should start dreaming big about your art. Where is your art going to go? And I talk to my clients about this all the time. They say, Dan, you know, we just need the art that's going to go on a coffee cup. It's just going on coffee cups. I'm like, yeah, you say that right now. But next week, you can be like, oh, we could make stickers of this. Oh, we need some shirts out of that artwork. And so, you know, you may say you need the art for this one thing right now, but it's really going to become this big thing. So that's why I charge you this big thing. Because
a lot of times the client doesn't even know what they need it for. As far as they have a use that they need it for, maybe next week. But if it's done right, then they're going to maybe need it for a side of a building or a side of a bus.
Mm-hmm. They're going to need the artwork, and they don't know. That's right. They don't know. And so it's your job to bring him in and say, you know, this drawing is really, you know, what you're paying for is not necessarily just like what you think you're going to do with the drawing. It's what's really going to happen with this drawing once you start using it. And so I have to charge you for that. Come on, here we go. Oh, snap. Look, we could just do, oh my God, look at that train. That train, don't even look at the art life. Just look at her eyes and her hair. Oh, that looks good. I'm going to do a Nodari where like you have like 3 or 4 trains. Let me, okay, just the family making noise out there. Oh.
Okay. The first time you've ever said that there was noise coming from another source ever that I can remember.
What do you mean? Like your noise or outside of
no,
my
like,
room,
like
my
you're
house?
usually sealed off like this.
Yeah.
I've never even heard you like even turn your head at a sound while streaming.
Yeah. Yeah. My family, the kitchen is outside of my door. And
no more.
And so when I'm doing my morning streaming, the house has to be quiet. But these kind of streams is fine, but sometimes they're a little extra loud, and I don't mind it because you can't hear it, but I can, and I just want to make sure everything's okay. And we got a lot of people in this house. Okay, let's see. Yeah. But yeah, the kitchen's right there, so you're always gonna hear somebody. Okay, so there, I made a duplicate of this layer. Can you see it? You can't see it all the way through. Why is that? Wrong one. No. No. Come on. We're going to get it. Come on. Oh, I see. There it is.
I like that Odari piece on the bottom left. It reminds me of like late 80s style.
The Odari piece?
Yep.
Where's Odari's? Oh, yeah. I did that. That's right. Yeah. Come on, pen. All right, try to do something here. Okay, so you can see the layers. There's the layers on the right hand side. All right. Yeah, I did that. I told Odari that he needs to start drawing his name in lowercase. Because it looks better that way. Let me see. Let me get the eraser. Let's go right there. And so I like the way her eyes are just kind of like peeking. Let's go there. Make that really big and get rid of all of this. Easy.
I would have brought her up a little bit. I think it even looked better.
It would look better. I don't want her knuckles in the picture. Let me see. Let me show. We got like 3 or 4 versions we're gonna make out of here. All right, so we got that, and so let's go here and I can. Come on. There we go. Oops, don't want that. Come on, do it again. There it is. All right, fix it. Boom. You guys can see that, right? Yep. So you see more of the knuckles. You see the knuckles. And I really didn't want to see the knuckles, but I'll roll with it. And so one thing that I am doing with these trains, and big ups to Odari. Odari says nope. Big ups to Bliss and SLP Price, who have been drawing on trains. I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing the links to the train templates that are in my Behance projects. And, all that does is spread the word about these trains. And, it brings people through my portfolio. So I appreciate that. But at the same time, they're enjoying the creative process of drawing on a train. And it's amazing to see the work that other artists are doing. So big ups. But what I'm doing right now, like especially with Sketchable, because it is a raster program, I can't take this out into Photoshop and get a high resolution. But I already started with a low resolution image here. So I'm doing a lot of mock-ups. This is what I'm probably doing right now. It's a lot of mock-ups. CJ says, I'm finally almost done with my train. Finally, but almost. Okay, that's cool. And I like to see that. And if you have been making trains, Misty, big ups to Misty, and you post them on the Discord, then I'm going to add them to that Behance project so that everybody gets to see them. But I'm also intend to create a book. And so for that, I'm working, I want to work on vectors. So a lot of this artwork that I'm doing right now is really a mock-up. So that later I can rework the artwork. So look at that. Bam. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That's crazy. I like it. Yeah. I could probably do some more with that. But let's go ahead and move on to the next train that I want to play with. And I think it's going to be this one right here. I like some train templates more than others. And so I'm going to roll with this one next. And I don't really like it so much because of the lines. The line weights are a little bit too much. Whereas these line weights are a little bit better. And so another part of my process is to go in with Illustrator and redo the train that I want.
Yes.
So, yeah. I started it already on the iPad with Illustrator on the iPad. And but I'm still playing with my line weights, and I'm going to play with some of the details. Like this one doesn't have any details, and that's okay. But I'm thinking about bringing in details so that you can see the actual wheels. I don't know. I'm still working on it. All right, but Tom agrees with making the vector file fresh, brand new, based on the trains that we already have, but it'll be a clean, sharp version of the train. So, okay, let's go ahead and get back to our layers and turn on this layer. Here we go. Select it. And let's move the art life into the train. Oh my gosh. I mean, if you're drawing brand new stuff, I guess it was too much. Then that's
I'd
cool.
make it 20% smaller.
Yeah. I want to fit the letters in the.
If you let it breathe on the sides, then it'll actually
look better.
Yeah, just like you're doing right now. Like
Okay.
get nestled in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now I don't know if I like the face. I may have to just do the letters and not the face or the body.
Can you keep those lips in there?
I can, but it's gonna kind of look out of place, don't you think? Watch. So
that's what happens when we crop photos and artwork. Sometimes it loses the context.
That's right. Yeah. So you kind of don't need that in there. But the point of what I do, I am illustrating.
Then what I would do is go smaller, Dan. Make the entire thing art life only take up about 1/3 of the train or a little bit more, instead of taking 90% of it. Shrink that down by half.
Okay.
Shrink
so that
it down
we can see
more.
the face.
Yeah, we'll get more context and it'll make sense. Yep, keep it going.
Oh yeah.
A little more, just a little more.
So
it's still a giant piece. It's still, a 45-foot long art life. There we go. There's the sweet spot. You're getting there.
So if we did that, let's see what it would look like if I cut off the head.
It'd be cool if you just made a mask one time so you don't have to keep erasing everyone. But it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. We don't do masking in
me neither. In 5 years I've never ever made a mask.
Well, it's in Sketchable you just can't.
You want to know why I never do them, Dan?
What's that?
Because when I first started graphic design and I had my first client, they had given me their logo, which was a pretty simple logo from their graphic designer. And, I was brand new to Illustrator. So I open up the file and I can just tell there's like 30 layers to a simple logo. And I'm like, and I'm opening the layers and they got layers inside the layers.
Yep.
And I'm like, what? I would have never done this. Why would it be like this? And my guess it was that the designer was taught to use masks over actual technique. And it was just mask after mask. And when I unlocked them all and got through all of it, so much of it needed to be deleted and redone because it actually wasn't done right. They over-masked the whole thing.
Yep. I've worked on projects like that, and it's a pain. So, yeah, well, in Sketchable, you can't because the masking there's no masking tools here. So that's why you can't do it. But you can do transparency. Let me see, not is it yes, transparency lock. So you can do that, but masking itself, no. And yeah, I worked in projects where that's what happens. It's like crazy. The dang the layers window. Come on. It goes on and on and on and on, and then it goes like this, and then boom, another mask, and then boom, 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 boom. You're like, what happened here? Like, why do we have to do that? Oh my gosh, yeah. So, but I don't like doing it. In any case, what the one thing I do want to illustrate is that right now I'm just reusing artwork. This is the artwork that I've already created. If you're like Odari and CJ and Bliss, oh my gosh, you guys check out Bliss Arts. stream on Sunday and put together a really nice train. You're drawing fresh, brand new, like I've done some of these, like even Odari's, right there, bam. But at some point, you can also just bring in artwork that you've already made. Just roll with that. Try it out. All right, so there goes the art life. I think I want to do something about this train. There goes that one peeking over. I kind of like it. It's kind of cool. I feel like I still want to paint the train, so I'm gonna focus on the train next. That's what we're gonna do. Bam, bam. Anybody wants to have fun with trains, go ahead and click the link in the streamers announcements and go ahead and download your own templates. You got to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, and then you can download your own templates and do what you want with it. Photoshop, Illustrator, PNGs, and JPEGs are available. Odari says, look up Norfolk Southern trains, Dan. You should do one of them in AI. Yeah, I think I am going to do that. Just look up some official trains. And then Odari says, Bliss's train is dope. Yes, Bliss, goddamn. All right, so let's go ahead and get my ink or my, brush, paintbrush, and boom, get it gray. Got it gray. There it is. And so there's a gray color. What I can do is go ahead and make a square here. Here we go. Boom. Get my paint bucket. I'm using Sketchable. There it is. I like it. Just like that. Bam. All right. Let's go ahead and get this. And I feel like I'm missing something in the front. So let's go ahead and get all that. I can always fix and adjust. But the main thing is just go ahead and make a selection and fill it in. There we go. Got it. Deselect. Get the eraser. I should have just left it up there. And actually, I think I'm good. I shouldn't have to do that. I have to fill in. Let's fill in right here. Oh, yeah. I know where the eraser belongs. Boom. Eraser. Too much. Just go like that. But there goes the rest of the body. Got it. All right, cool. There you go. Bam. And there comes a train. Choo choo. I don't know what sound trains make. Bam. But let's go ahead and fill that in.
I don't know either, but that's the sound of the man working on the chain. Getting in.
Choo.
Hooty hoo.
There you go. That's a different song. Boom. And then I can add another layer. Let's see. Plus. There we go. And make more squares. And just go like this right here. And I guess I could fill it in the same color, but I'm going to make it a little bit dark. A little bit of red. There goes the bucket. Boom. And I could probably, let me see if I can move that. Oh, yeah, it's going to move all of it. So never mind that. Deselect. I'll fix all of these again in a second. Boom, bam. Here we go. Bucket. Bam. I got it. Let's go here.
One more on the bucket list.
What's one more thing in the bucket list?
One more window.
More window.
Bucket it up. Bucket.
Yeah. Oh, bucket. Yeah. That's right. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And by putting these windows in, what you're doing to the dead space is giving it more context, and the light gray and the dark brown are giving it good contrast. So your brain picks it up quicker that it's a train when you look at it.
Yes, that's right. Let's see. Bliss Art says, thanks, y'all. Odari says, I know what they sound like. I live by the tracks. I think I've been talking to my wife about a trip we're gonna take. I said we need to just do a train trip. You know, it's gonna be exciting like the first day or two, and a week later you're tired. You're like, I had enough of this. But it's a all cool experience. I think. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a cool experience. So that's a real bucket list thing. There we go. There it is. Look at that. Let's clean it up a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. Come on. Here we go. Bam. And I'm gonna keep this one simple. I'm not gonna go crazy like all the other trains because I spent a lot of time talking. I'm sorry. We're already an hour in to the stream. Bam, bam. But if you want to join us in the Discord where we're going to hang out for a little while after the stream today. Train trips are cool. I've done it, says Odari. Anthony, what's up? Says train kept a rolling all night long. Train kept a rolling all night long. Okay. Is that a song? I'm pretty sure it's a song. That's a lyric. Boom. Oh, I know why I can't stay up all night because I'm hungry. I need to make sure to get some foods. Got some tuna. Who likes tuna? Anybody like tuna? Love tuna.
Yeah, fresh out of the ocean.
Yeah. There's a spot here in Atlanta. Oh my gosh, it's the best tuna ever. I don't know if it came out the ocean recently, but it's good. All right, so there goes the train. Look at that. You're right, Tom. It starts to give you that effect of it. It makes your eye believe. Okay, so here's a couple of things to keep in mind. Number one, I have a layer for the windows. I have a layer for the train. So the layer for the train, if I want to draw some details on it, I could add a new layer and then start drawing something else on top of that layer. However,
like maybe outline the doors real quick in just a slightly bigger stroke.
Maybe if I wanted to do that, right. But what I want to show is that I don't need to make a new layer to do details on here. However, if I draw something on this train, like let's grab this and make that black. Here we go. So if I start drawing details on the train itself, you'll see it go outside of the edge of the train. So what I want to do on the left-hand side of Sketchable, there's the layer settings and a transparency lock. So I can click on the transparency lock. And if I wanted to do what Tom said, add extra line weights on, did you say the windows?
The doors.
The doors, okay. So let's say I wanted to draw on the door, but then I go outside the train. Look, nothing happens when I'm drawing outside the train.
Ta-da!
Yeah, so that's always something cool to have is
That
is
quick function because you can move fast and you're not going to have to clean up the mess, which will save you time.
That's right. That's right. All right, so let me see. Where is my...
First time I saw a demonstration of being able to use vector brushes and then draw inside the lines of a shape, like, by inverting it in Illustrator. I was like, oh my God, you can go right to the edge. It's not going to go over. I thought it was like a super important function.
Yeah. It is important. All right, so now I brought in a shape, and what I want to do with my shape, let me see where I want to put it right here. Let me see if I can. Matter of fact, make it bigger.
Are you gonna renumber this train engine number 9?
Yeah, I guess I could, huh? Hold on, let me make a line right there. Boom! Look at that. Bam! Just like that. It's like that. And as a matter of fact, start drawing lines. I brought in a
the
shape.
Rap Group Artifact had that song, "The Other Side of the Tracks."
There you go. Boom. Got some lines, and on the doors, I can do the same on this side. Yeah, because this one kind of lost its lines, huh? So let's go ahead and bring that shape back over here. Boom, bam, bring it over. Go there, put it back, and go ahead right there.
And as everyone knows, the more time you have to add these little contrasting details, the more you layer those little techniques up after the main part's done, the more it makes the drawing pop.
Yes, and that's what I want. I want it to look like it belongs together.
Perfect. Look at it now
Mm-hmm.
with just those little additions.
Yep.
Because now it puts it in perspective that it might be a photograph actually of a train, and that's some artwork that somebody got up and did on the side of a train,
Right.
which makes it real cool.
That's right.
Yeah, and when I was 13 and 14, I would go from Long Island back into the Bronx, like to see my uncle was my dentist. And as my brother and dad were in the chair, I would wander around the neighborhood to take photos of graffiti hand courts. I brought a little disposable camera with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I would come across these full court, full color, 2-story handball courts done by like graffiti legend Scene. And they were like on one side of the court, it was the Incredible Hulk, like breaking out of a wall with like hundreds of pieces exploding around him. And the other one would be like Superman, like punching through a wall. And it was just like full color aerosol art, pop art cartoons from growing up. And I was mesmerized.
Right. Yep. You can get down. Oh my gosh. Wait till I show you what I got planned for Wednesday. I got some more artwork ready for Wednesday. Oh yeah. Been working on some graffiti. I can't show it to you because I want to show it to y'all during the stream. Boom. So right now I'm just adding extra details. Triple trolley train. All right, Vic. Boom. So let's add some shadows here.
Silver shadow.
Here. And again, right now my transparency lock is still on. You guys can't see it. It's because it's right on this side of the screen, and I'm kind of covering it up. But I'm just kind of drawing on the train, and I probably should draw over her too, but I might leave that. I'm gonna leave it fresh. And let me go really, really thin. See if I can do some. Take that up. It's like a little dirt that accumulates where the rain has
I'm looking on my phone, and I thought I was seeing that, but I just thought I was seeing it. But now you're confirming it.
Yep. I kind of want it to look like, yeah, when the train moves and it's got rain falls on it, and then as the rain dries, the dirt cakes on, kind of like on my truck. What's up, Ashley? How you doing? It's been so long. I've been doing well. Thank you for joining us on Facebook. What's up, RB on Behance says, Dan, you should put her face right up to the bottom of the box car. What part of her face? Cut her face. I did that. Explain to me more. And maybe I do it. But right now, we're going to leave this one like this because I got this one. Look. Art Life, baby. So I may not get around to this one today. But I'm going to finish this one for tonight. And add a few drips and... There we go. Add a little extra details. Bam, bam, bam. And like I said, we're gonna continue the conversation on the Discord. It is free to join the Discord. Come on in and just hang out where we will talk about art.
How do people find the link to the Discord? And where in the Discord are we?
And we are in the voice channel right now for Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, the stream that I do on Mondays. And if you want to join us, the link is in the description of the video. And you can just click on it and join us. It's free. Oh, here we go. And if you have not been keeping up with what I've been working on, I've been working on a lot of projects. And this is going to be a piece that ends up as NFT. I worked on it in Fresco. I'm going to talk about it on Wednesday because Wednesday is Fresco Day. I'm going to go through all the layers, show you what I put together, how I did it. And then, because I actually streamed some of that process on Friday. And then next month, I'm going to mint it next month, not this month. I have to give myself a schedule, man, because I work on a lot of drawings. And a lot of illustrations, and I want them all to shine on their own. But if you want to keep up, find me, Delta Tango Mike, anywhere on the internet, Delta Tango Mike. Boom. Bam. Okay, so there it is. And let's do another streak. I'm gonna like this. Turn that down. I don't know if you can see this. There it is. Turn down the opacity and accumulation. I don't know what that is, but that's cool. And then let's go like this right here. Bam. Yes. Okay. And the last thing is to touch up on the windows, and we're done for today. Let's see. Click on that. Yep, there it is. That's the windows. I want some white. Boom. Turn that down. Let's see if I can go like this. And if you check out Odari's trains, he drew some aliens inside of his trains. He drew some trains. There you go. You know what? It needs to go like this. Bam. Like that. There you go. And then a little bit of light right there. Woo-hoo. I want you to join me every Monday and Wednesday when you get a chance at 7 p.m. Eastern. On Mondays, we draw with Sketchable app. That's the app that I'm using right now. On Wednesdays, I draw with Fresco. And in the next week or so, before the end of March, I have to draw with some markers. And so go ahead and check me out when I draw with markers. Let me turn this up, turn that down so I can sign it. And we're done with this one. Let me turn off the layer transparency so I can sign it where the train tracks are. The question on Facebook is by Ashley. Do you ever take breaks? It seems like you never stop drawing. That is right. It seems like I never stopped drawing, but check it out. So yesterday was the weekend, right? The weekend before that, I went out of town, went to the beach, and I didn't draw for 2 days. I think I didn't draw for 2 days. I didn't draw anything. No drawings. I can't see. Why can't I see? Am I in the...
I can't see my lines.
Oh, there it is right there, but yeah, I don't know why the line doesn't show up, so I'll turn it down and sign it right here. There it goes. I think it's this device. And so, yeah, there are some days where I do not draw. I don't draw. And so the hashtag that I was using was draw every day, draw daily. And it's true. Sometimes I feel like I'm drawing every day. And then there's some days where I just don't want to draw. I'm not going to draw. And it's not that I'm tired of drawing. It's that sometimes you just got to give yourself a break. That's all. Just give yourself a little break. And there it is. Bam. Art Life all day. That is my piece for today. Let me see. Get rid of that. Bam. I signed it. I got the signature on the right corner. And
I got an idea.
Uh-oh.
It's definitely not for this session.
Okay.
Ready?
What's that?
Okay. So you make 3 copies of the girl on a fresh train. You put one of the girl so her eyes are showing like you have up there, but maybe she's a little smaller. Maybe like 25% smaller, right? And then I think you could fit the art and the life fist on the left and right side of her head.
So if I did that, I gotta add to the face. Because I didn't draw the face that's behind the hands.
No, because the face you're gonna leave the face like above, right? The go to the above one, the top one. You're just gonna shrink her head down from the top.
Okay. All right. I got you.
She'll stay. The bottom will stay justified exactly where it is, and you'll just bring her down like to the actual size of the side of the train. And I think you might be maybe fit those fists in there.
Yeah, you're right. I think I could do that. Okay. Now I can't do that in Illustrator because everything is separated. I'll have all the layers separated. So that's something that I can definitely do. Cool. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. My name is DTM, Delta Tango Mike. Please remember to dream big. Dream big. Get your daydreaming on. Start thinking about what you want in your life, what kind of art you want to make, what does it mean to you, and what kind of clients and projects you want to work on. And how big is big? That's up to you. It's up to you. If you want to get paid $1 million for your artwork, then there's no one who says that's not possible.
You just got to focus on the business of art for a little while.
That's
you got to take a little break
after
you've done a little run and made a lot of art. Take a break, and then you're gonna have to do a little business of art. You're gonna have to reach out to some of the right people. You're gonna have to show up to some of the right places and talk about your art. You're gonna have to do the responsible thing as a commercial artist, which is selling your art. So 90% can be making the art. But the 10% of the getting out there and talking about and the business of art will actually bring you in. That's what's going to bring you in the business. So let's not forget the business of art.
Gotcha. That's right. Don't forget the business of art. All right, everybody. Talk to you later. DTM. Join us in the Discord. Check out the links in the description of this video. Free stickers for those of you who joined the community email. I don't care where in the world you live. If you join the community email, you will get stickers because I mailed them out. It might go snail mail, but they will get there. All right. Talk to y'all later. DTM. Thank you, everybody. Tamika, Gareth, Bliss, RB, Odari, Anthony. There's a lot of rhyming words there. CJ Woods, Bliss Art. Did I say Bliss Art already? Vikram, I appreciate you. Let's see. I know I said Tamika already. Word up. SLP Price in the house. Thank you very much. You heard the voice of Odari. What's up, Dan Knit? Thank you for joining us. That was the voice of Tom. I'm sorry, not Odari, but Tom. And I get it, Bliss. I get what a Tom is saying now. I think I can do that. I'm gonna play with that on Wednesday. Thank you for joining us on Facebook, Ashley, and on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. We do have some comments. And everybody who's stuck around here on the Discord, we got Bree. We have,
what are we gonna do today, Dad?
Bree, CJ, Dari, Garrett, Danette, RB, and Tom. I am Toast Tango Mike, and I will talk to you later. Have a good night, everybody.
To you, Dad.
Peace out.